Alright, good morning, Terrell here and Hallie. This morning we're going to do a different kind of video. She's going to be doing the work. So we have our 2014 BMW here. Spark plugs haven't been done in quite some time. So she's going to install them and show you how to do it. And first things first, removing this engine cover. Just kind of pull it out of there. Once the engine cover is removed, pulling this foam off. And then you have spark plug 1, 2, 3, and back here number 4. Tools required for this are going to be your hands, and then an 8mm socket or wrench if you have that. And then once you get the actual coil packs out, you're going to need just a long extension and a spark plug socket for BMW. All right, here we go. Installing the ratchet and the socket on these nuts. So breaking the first one loose. Go ahead and grab it, make sure it doesn't fall off. Okay. And then grab the second one. And here goes the second one, breaking it loose. And there's that nut as well. These are just the grounds, I believe, for these spark plugs. Go ahead and pull that one off, the actual piece. There you go. And now pull that one off. Okay. Now the spark plugs are just gonna be, you pull these up and then the piece comes off like that. And then you pull the actual coil packs out. And there's just 4 of them. This is a 4-cylinder. All right, next step is pulling these tops off. There's one. Might be a little bit stuck because haven't been changed in quite some time. Here's number 3.
4 years.
Ooh. All right, and one last one. So if you can't see very well, I'm trying to get the best angle possible here.
This one's terrible.
All right, now pulling these connectors off themselves, and then she's gonna grab each coil pack. Make sure that's all the way up. There you go, and that comes off. That's off, and then last one. And the actual wire is off right there. Okay. Now she's gonna she's gonna go ahead and lift them all out. Here goes number 1. Ooh. There you go. Come on, you got this.
These are old.
Oh, they got lots of suction. There you go, number 2.
That's good.
Number 3. I gotta help with these 2, they're a little stuck. Here's number 3. Number 4 is gonna be probably the hardest because of the angle, but there she goes. Now I got the spark plug socket right here. Gonna go ahead and pull these out individually. Start with number 1. All right, breaking it loose here. My goodness, they are stuck in there. All right.
It's all that ethanol.
Should almost be able to zip out now.
It's tight still.
All right, pulling it out now. Let's check out these plugs.
They don't look that bad. For being 4 years old.
That's not zooming in very well. Yeah, for being 4 years old, really not that bad. These have had ethanol. They're a little bit lean, but they're not awful. Pulling number 2 out. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, I wasn't even on it that whole time.
All right, pulling number 2 out here. That one actually looks better. It's good to know. That's a really crisp, nice burn there. All right, I had to throw an extension here. Go ahead and zip it down. Yeah, she's moving up now. Keep going. There you go. Should be out.
Yeah.
Beautiful. For this last one, we're figuring out that we're gonna have to use about a 6-inch extension, and then a wobbly, and then a 3/8 extension on the actual socket. It's already in there, so we're just gonna set it down like this, and then zip it out. All right, we got it to break loose. You gotta keep going. Might get a little bit tight, but you have to keep zipping it down. All right, here she comes out finally. Might have to take off the extension first and then that. Pull off the wobbly if you can. Now Now it
BMW
should come
doesn't
out.
really give you a lot of room to work.
Nope, never do. All right, there's number 4. What do you think? Are the plugs difficult to remove?
The last two, yeah, for sure.
Definitely terrible, but I'm gonna go ahead and start installing all the rest of them. We're gonna start with number 4 because that was the hardest to get out. Get that one done, and then we'll do number 3, number 2, and number 1. It's a brand new spark plug. About to go throw this in cylinder 4. Gonna put this in by hand and at least start spinning it by hand, and then once it gets close to being tight, we'll use the gun to probably just tighten it up or just a ratchet. All right, installing. Put the spark plug back in the hole. It's nice and easy down here, like that. All right, installing this one by hand slowly. All right, getting this number 4 tight for her. It's just not a very good angle for her. And then we go ahead and start moving on to number 3. All right, number 4 is done. Now we're gonna go ahead and put number 3 in. Getting her started by hand here. All right, and the threads beautifully.
But I need to...
All right, cylinder number 3 is tight. Gonna go ahead and drop number 2 in now.
Yeah.
All right, getting number 2 started here. Always starting by hand to make sure no cross threading. It goes nice and easy. All right, you saw number 2 is tight now. And then do number 1, and then put all the coil packs back on. All right, number 1 is the last plug. Again, getting it started by hand. All right, putting the coil packs back in. Here goes number 4. It's a little bit odd to get this angled in, but there you go, beautiful. Now push it down till it kind of suctions down. It'll kind of like suck in, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
There you go, nice and sat down. All right, number 3 going back in.
Ooh, that's weird.
Okay.
It feels like that.
Number 2 going back in.
Goes this way.
Okay. Remember the back one here faces towards you, and then this one faces away from you, and the next one faces towards you, and the next one faces away from you because of the where the wires are. And here goes number 1. There we go. Now gonna connect all the electrical connectors back in. When you do this, you're gonna want to make sure these things are all the way up. Stick that back in, and then once it kind of goes a little bit, it'll pop this down automatically, and then you just close it. Here goes number 1.
Well, now I'm confused.
Just install it, put it back on there. Beautiful. Push it a little bit, there you go. And down. All right, now we've got number 3 left.
And number 4. Oh, that's cool.
And number 4, yeah. All right, installing number 4. There you go, and all good. Give them a little firm push down just to make sure they're all nice and tight. And now, remember, we gotta put that 8mm back on here and the 8mm back on there. All right, installing this top piece back on here. It just kind of fell off, but it just goes below here, sits on the inside, and goes back in. We're gonna do one more thing for this video. We're gonna spray some degrease on this engine and clean it up and make it look really nice. Try time lapse this so it looks really cool for the ending of this video. I don't know if you technically have to, but we're putting that, I believe it's like a dampening back on so that it at least covers electrical stuff, so the wire doesn't get all over on it. Also sprayed off this cover. Gonna go ahead and move the car. I guess first start after the fresh spark plugs. Sounds pretty normal. Now she looks all nice and freshened up. Got the new plugs in, good for another 100,000 miles.
Thank you for watching. If you want more BMW content, like, comment, and subscribe.